Alright everyone, I'm glad you're here. Let me tell you this. Please stop using recipes you found on YouTube or anywhere else that make chocolate cake look like this. That is technical flaw. It should be like this. My recipe makes delicious, perfectly moist and uniform cake. Besides that, it uses less sugar, no buttermilk, no baking soda, no vinegar, and no sifting needed. So there's only one correct word to describe my chocolate cake, and that is supreme. It is truly the one above all. Alrighty, first thing first, preheat oven to 335 degrees Fahrenheit. Reach 2 9-inch baking trays and line them with parchment paper. I find it unnecessary to cut parchment paper to a perfect round shape. A rectangle shape will work just fine. We then flour the bottom of the trays. Next, in a mixing bowl, we add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup regular cocoa powder, and ½ cup Dutch processed cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Now we just stir everything together for about 10 seconds, no sifting needed. Set it aside for now. In another mixing bowl, we add 1½ cup of white sugar, crack 2 large eggs, 2/3 cup of oil and ½ cup of milk. Finally, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now we mix everything together with an electric mixer on medium speed for just about 20 seconds. It's time to heat up 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of water. We then add our dry mixture into the wet mixture. Manually mix it up a little bit to prevent splashing. Mix for about 15 seconds, then repeat with the other half. Now we drop the hot water, then add 2 tablespoons of instant coffee powder in. Stir to mix up, then add it into our batter. We will mix half of the coffee one at a time to prevent splashing. Mix on medium speed for about 15 seconds on the first half and a minute on the second half, or until smooth, but don't overmix it. Get our pans ready, scrape the bowl with a spatula, then mix it for a little bit. We then divide the batter between 2 bowls. The more even they are, the better they will bake evenly, so I'm using a scale instead of eye measuring it. Give them a few taps on the countertop to pop large bubbles before the baking. We bake them for 25 to 30 minutes or until toothpick comes out clean or almost clean. Rotate them at midpoint, like after 10 to 15 minutes for even baking. 25 minutes later, let's check. Look at this, just a tiny bit of crumb stick on it, which is perfect. If toothpick is completely clean, the cake may turn out to be dry. So this is perfect. We will have a very nice moist cake. Beautiful. Now we let them stay in the pans for 5 to 10 minutes before removing them from the pans. Run a spatula around, then flip the cakes out. Remove the parchment papers. Next, we will cut each layer into 2 layers. Also remove the dome on top. I totally apologize that I forgot to turn on my camera when cutting the layers, but that was the tool that I used to cut the cake. Look how amazing it is. Moist, perfectly cooked, and beautifully even, without any ugly large hole or tunnel. Especially we did not sifting the dry ingredients at all. Perfect. It's time to make our chocolate cake partner. But first, I need to clarify this. If you like me, just want barely enough frosting, use exactly the amount of each ingredient in the video. But if you are more generous with frosting, just follow the ingredients in the description below the video. With that aside, let's make our frosting. First, we lightly beat up 14 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter. We are using a total of 4 1/4 cups of powdered sugar, ½ cup plus 1 to 3 tablespoons of milk, It depends on the consistency of frosting turns out for you. We also need 3/4 cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder and 1/2 cup of regular cocoa powder. Finally, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You see that I divide and alternate these ingredients when mixing them until the frosting reaches the right consistency. Use medium speed on your mixer and absolutely don't overbeating your frosting. Scrape the bowl a few times for evenly smooth frosting. And it is time to assemble our cake. Make sure the cake is completely cooled down before we frost. Basically, we spread out a thin layer of frosting between each layer of the cake. Thinner layers of cake with thin frosting in between taste more moist with even fullness of flavors than the regular too thick layers of cake with just one frosting in between. Just watch how I do it and we'll check out the final result in a bit. Sorry baby, you can't. It's chocolate. Wow! Some grated chocolate on top. Finally, it's time for me to enjoy this absolutely stunning, amazing chocolate cake. I guess that was too quick. Showing you again before I devour it. Wow! Alright, let's eat. I bet you can see how moist and tender it is. Wow, I'm in heaven. There's absolutely no classic chocolate cake better than this. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more future content. Thank you again for watching and cooking with me. I wish you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.